This is Out with Joe. With Joe Mangiacotti.
Wait, honey, we're going to lunch.
Restaurants.
You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant.
Food and drink.
And when their ham and eggs need savor, coffee, ketchup gives them flavor.
Entertainment.
I like to have a little something going every day. Maybe nothing big, but a little daily recreation don't hurt anybody.
It's time to go Out with Joe.
On this edition of Out with Joe, we travel to Strange Brew at 416 Boston Post Road. That's Route 20 in Marlboro. This is not so much a dining review as it is an event. The Out with Joe crew arrived and found thousands of square feet of brewing and winemaking equipment. They have all the material you need, the ingredients, instruction manuals, and of course, the expertise. You can stop by Strange Brew Beer and Winemaking Supply in Marlboro for an afternoon of home brewing and winemaking demonstrations and samplings. Their home brewing demonstrations are the perfect time to ask your brewing questions, sample beers from the self-proclaimed pros, bring some of your own beer in for an objective critique. Bring a friend, rain or shine, free admission. Now, I was asked recently to participate in the judging. We arrived and found dozens of bottles of homebrewed beer. But before the judging, I caught up with the owner of Strange Brew. All right, welcome back here to Out with Joe. I'm Joe Mangiacotti. With me is Brian Powers, who is proprietor of Strange Brew here in Marlboro. Brian, thanks for having Out with Joe in.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Joe.
A pleasure. So what is happening today? There's how many judges?
We have 6 judges, I believe.
All right, 6 judges. And we heard from Matt that there's about 38 entries.
Yeah, approximately 38 entries. I believe there are 8 or 9 different flights to drink, ranging from 6 to 9 or 10 beers per flight.
Per flight.
Per flight. So we're going to split up into groups of 3, 2 different groups of 3, and then 3 of us will judge a different type of beer. We'll do the IPAs or the stouts or the Belgian beers.
So how much beer am I drinking today?
That's up to you, really. I mean, you can. You're not allowed to spit. You're not allowed to spit the beer. This is not wine, so you do have to drink it. You're going to pick up the aroma. You're going to have a little taste. You can have a couple tastes if you like. We'll start with a 2 to 3 ounce sample of the beer.
Okay.
If you need more time, if you need a little more beer, we have a couple extra bottles. If there's a problem with the first beer, we always give you a second try. So we'll pop the second beer.
Okay. Well, when it came time to judge, there were dozens of bottles of homebrewed beer from dozens of entries. This is how it works. Strange Brew will provide all the ingredients for a 5-gallon batch of beer, except the water. Now, that's very important because the water will make or break that brew. And we found out that sanitation is the X factor here. Now, this is open to the first people to sign up, so kind of first come, first serve. Check the website to see what's going on in that regard. They will provide the patio to brew on, ingredients, and rinse water. You must supply all of the equipment and, as I said, the brewing water. Can't stress that that's so important. You take the brew home for it to ferment, and we ask that you bring back a 6-pack or reasonable equivalent for tasting during a subsequent brewing session. Now, you keep the rest, thus the free beer. Now, demos are held on Saturday and Sundays, weather permitting. Now, the front patio is covered, and there are other restrictions, so check the website to see what's going on there. You can check out the link on outwithjoe.com. Thanks for joining us on this segment of Out with Joe. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and of course, outwithjoe.com.